Thanks so much, Sheldon. Ruben on the road makes his way up to Hooker, Oklahoma. He visits the high school and learns how they started the first school newspaper after the town's outlet shut down.
I got hired for Hooker High School at the end of last spring, and my husband and I moved down here. We kind of threw around the idea with Coach Stalder and Mr. Kerr about starting a newspaper since our town's newspaper was shut down. And I used to teach English, so it was a pretty solid fit, and we got our newspaper going at the beginning of the school year, so in August.
I think it's important because like if we didn't have the newspaper, I mean, people wouldn't be informed. You wouldn't, because our school is really big in sports, you know, and I feel like it's really important to get recognized, and you would feel proud, I guess, you know, to see yourself in the newspaper. So I think it's important, you know.
I think our community especially was excited. They've missed kind of getting those highlights on the kids. So a lot of it's on Facebook, but we've got a lot of community members that don't get on Facebook or don't know where to find it. And so they like that they can still, you know, go down to the grocery store and pick up a physical paper to read what's going on with the students. And it's nice for our kids too, because they get to see themselves in the paper again and see those sports pictures or see those special achievements on the front page, and it's pretty special. I mean, it's huge. It's so neat to see how far they've come just in just a couple months. And it's cool to see how, especially like our athletes or kids that are in choir, aren't just excelling in those things, but they're coming in and writing a great article for the front page of the paper. Especially when they're getting to write about things that they're involved in. That's really neat because they bring a different level of understanding that you couldn't get from somebody who's not involved in it.
It feels really good. You know, we were all like, when our first paper came out, we were all excited, and it looked really, really good. So we were just excited to hear feedback, and everyone liked it. Everyone was happy with it. So it feels really good. Yeah.
And it's also really beneficial for them to see how big of an impact they can have on their community just by something that they don't see as maybe a huge deal, but their 120-word article, you know, can make a big impact on what their community sees and how they perceive their sport or their group or just the school as a whole. And I mean, I think that's a good lifelong skill that you really can make a difference in the way people perceive you and what you're part of.